I know you guys hate me. I've been gone for like a long time, but I promise you I was not LARPing. I've been like dedicating 4 months so far of learning languages, and even though I couldn't document it, it was because of other reasons, not because I'm LARPing or because I became a bum. None of those are the reasons. I can promise you 100%. I've been on it, and low key, I think I know a bit of foreign languages, Just saying. Y'all probably wondering where I was. Y'all probably miss me, especially with my 11 subscribers, but the truth is, I've been on a journey of like philosophy, speaking foreign languages, just overall like mental maxing, like learn maxing. If you can learn max, I'm telling y'all, that outbeats look maxing for like 200%. Start learn maxing. I said I was gonna learn Mandarin, German, Italian, like I get it. Unfortunately, I deprioritized Mandarin for like French. I've been getting a ton of French content on like on YouTube channel. I've been getting like a ton of like French speakers, and it just grew on me. I kind of deprioritized Mandarin, and we will learn it. I just parked it for now. But German, Italian though, low-key guys, I think I'm hitting the A2 to the B2 to B1 range. So I'm making progress there. You ain't getting fluent in 4 months. I low-key tried, but I'm also not gonna be studying like 4 hours a night, especially when college starts, which low-key sucks. I don't even like college, but I'm gonna teach you how to learn those languages the way I learned them in a little bit. I want to tell you my secret recipe, how to learn the languages. And the first thing is drop Duolingo. Like, if you're paying for a subscription to get your little 600 Duolingo streak to get off, like low-key, you ain't gonna learn shit. And then, like, it doesn't teach you grammar, it doesn't teach you how to speak, it doesn't teach you how to read. It teaches you how to pattern base, which is nice, but like after a while you get like an ad every 30 seconds. But who the hell uses Duolingo modern day? Like, let's just be honest. Does anyone actually use Duolingo to learn a language? Like, the app itself is legit like LARP based. But anyways, we're getting off topic. So how did I learn? I do use AI. And what it does is it helps you correct your speaking quote unquote. You can't really speak, but you're writing, and then if you would do role play practice, like let's pretend I'm ordering food, it can correct you real time with sentence structure. And it's really helpful because instead of like delayed where you kind of like learn and you start making errors over time, AI like legit clears that bubble for you ASAP. And it can also measure your level for you. You don't have to take like those CEFR tests, which I will take one for C1. But right now, I'm not going to take one for A1, A2, not till I get to C1, because C1 is our goal, guys. C2 is another goal too. Another important thing to learn languages, guys, is you gotta buy books. And I bought so many, and unfortunately, they all cost money. If you want to learn stuff, there's a hard reality like baked into physics. Education costs money, y'all. Like, education is privilege. If you go back in history, not a single peasant learned shit because it costs money. That's where like royalty comes from. But anyways, we're getting off topic again. So let me show you what I bought. So a great thing to become illiterate and exposed to other languages is, low-key, I bought a ton of short stories from this dude named Oily Richards. His stories, no offense, they suck ass, but like you're not reading for like thematic. You're reading for exposure. If I were to go right into like a full-on novel in German, like let's just be honest, I'm not gonna like understand shit, and that's not gonna be fun, no matter how thematic it is. You gotta understand it first before you can start like thinking philosophical. So this one's an intermediate one. I bought this and like in the summer, I read the whole thing. Again, you're not gonna understand everything in the story, so that's one. I bought this too. Same guy who wrote this, he also copy pasted the story, which is kind of annoying, but like again, I'm not like reading for thematic shit, so I'm just here for the exposure. So I read this. Again, for exposure, I didn't understand half the shit in there until I got to the later chapters. We bought French. Yes, I know. I'll sacrifice it for Mandarin, but I will get to Mandarin later. Like, low-key, guys. Roman languages are what's way easier right now, and I'm kind of like too impatient to wait like 5 years to get fluent. And because I finished the Italian book, I got this one, the intermediate one for Italian. Again, that was a huge like gap. There's like a huge gap from like A2 to B1. When you like read harder material, oh my god, you feel so dumb. But that's okay, it's part of the process. Like, you gotta understand, there are gonna be like demotivating parts. It's literally part of the process. If you can't like handle a demotivating or boring moment, then like low-key, this shit's not for you. And not to be rude, you're probably not going to go anywhere, and like you're probably coping, and like you probably have no life. Because I finished the German one, this is my next one. There's another B1 to B2 because I don't quite trust to go into native content, and we'll get to there later. But in a nutshell, native content has a lot of idiom, a lot of like simile, like you know, poetry in English, or let's say I want to take a shit. That's like basically idiom. Now imagine that in German, but like it's not so word for word. That's idiom for you. You know, honestly, guys, just to prove my fluency that I can actually, I'm not LARPing here. I'll try to speak German, but again, my speaking is by far the weakest, including for Italian too. So, just give me a minute. I'll try to speak a little bit from my mind, and then you guys can judge. Just don't make fun of me. Or you can, I don't really care. Alright, here we go. Hallo, wie geht's dir? Ich Name ist Khan. Ich bin Student in New Mexico Tech Universität und ich bin eine Junior und ich kann nicht Universität, weil Universität schwierig ist. Okay, so that's a little bit German. I probably got it grammatically wrong, but... And I just realized the mic is here, so I don't know if you guys understood that, so let me see if I can hear that again. Even though like my accent sucks and I can't like formulate like really basic sentences yet, like honestly, I might just go travel to Germany once I hit like a certain range, or I'll do some italki tutoring, which I will get to. It's just that it costs so much money. Like if you really want to like get fluent in a language, the hard reality is it costs money. Not because like you'll never get fluent. I mean, you definitely can with like going the free route. It's just, it makes it so much easier. Just like how capitalism works. I'll try some Italian here. Now Italian's weaker. It's at the A2 range, but I'll try to formulate some sentences here. And one thing to mention, when I was trying to speak in Italian, like my brain was literally getting confused with like German. So when I said like, I am this and that, my mind was going to ich bin, because that's how you say it in German. But low-key, my mind's kind of like cross-referencing words in a different foreign language. It's not like it's going straight to English unless I really don't know it. Sometimes it just goes into German and it starts speaking in that, which is pretty annoying, but we'll get over it. Eventually, as this YouTube channel goes, like you're gonna hear me speak more and more, and it's gonna sound like so much better, like I'm telling y'all. But anyways, that's about the entire update. Really, I just been like learning language on the AI. That's how I normally learn, and I read a lot, and then I try to speak if I can, and I try to write in it to the AI, and then it just like grades me on that shit. And I just like been rinsing and repeating for God knows how long. Yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoy it. Next video, I don't know what it'll be about, but it will be about another language shit, probably how to read better, I guess, or motivation shit. I don't know. Just give me some time to think about this.